It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The first carry now. This is Williams. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one.
And he stopped immediately there.
Jamal Williams, the ball.
He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And out across midfield down to the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 40.
On this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Throwing is Rodgers. Funchess with a catch over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down, stopped at the Panthers' 23. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
First carry now for A.J. Dillon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
At the 14-yard.
Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
On the play. It's 3rd down and goal to go.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A very lengthy opening drive as this will be play number 12 coming on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
This is a long drive. Offensively, wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Pharaoh Cooper, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
He'll try and run it. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Alexander on the tackle. A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and inches.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And this is going to be Packer football.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Here's Rodgers throwing quickly to the flat. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
The pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 17-yard line.
Nothing after 1 on EA Sports.
Packers 3, Panthers nothing.
2nd and 2. Williams, despite a little power on the move, still tackled shy of the 20. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Caught left side by Funchess.
Rodgers pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
He finds an opening past the 40. And finally brought down at the 43. 27 yards there, a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Touchdown, Packers! Devontae Adams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the all-pro from a season ago. Here's Christian McCaffrey. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. The drive keeps moving.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Panther first down.
Bridgewater on first down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Push it back. Check safety. Switch.
They begin the drive with Williams. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
The ball carrier. The tackle by...
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
It's just me and you.
Throwing now is Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
1st and 10 at the 40.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Williams. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And it's a big play there on 3rd down, but with the marker on the field, I don't think it's going to hold. Let's see. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down. They go back to the ground with Williams. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Now 3rd and 4.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Williams. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Brian Burns. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. A final shot before half for Rodgers. He's got it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player.
Touchdown, Carolina! Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down. Right.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
On the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day, and I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. He's giving me the evil eye, folks. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
The ball carrier.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. A pretty good return, all things considered, but hold it.
I agree with you totally. It was actually a return that they were going to be very proud of. But when you end up holding and bringing it back, now your offense has to start a little bit deeper in their own territory.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends.
And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And his kick is good.
The score, Packers 17, Panthers 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return, it's Pharaoh Cooper. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
At the 35-yard line.
Now a dump-off here complete.
Bridgewater's pass.
Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
7 yards. And it's
Bridgewater. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. He's picked off near his own 48. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, If you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers. To the air again with Bridgewater. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. That's caught by Hollister.
Bridgewater's
that catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Adrian Amos with a pick. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with the grab. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? On 2nd down, it's Williams. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Mason Crosby on for the field goal. A 19-yard attempt.
And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So what a let-off there. You figure that was an easy 3 points. Instead, it turns into nothing.
And from that close of range, if you start it left, your goose is cooked. And this thing, well, it never had a chance to straighten itself out.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
Flush to his right. His throw incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. And they'll throw again. Bridgewater. Open man, it's Keith Kirkwood. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Bridgewater again. Escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
To throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. Now they go screen. It's complete. Oh, what a juke into space. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one good for 37 yards. On the ground, McCaffrey. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
On 2nd and goal, Bridgewater to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Jacob Hollister, the one he was looking for. And now it's 3rd and goal.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Ian Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Now Bridgewater will lead the troops up to go for 2. To throw, Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 24.
56.
He'll set up to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. to throw again. Rodgers. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Packers on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll drop this down to Williams. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here's J.K. Scott now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
34-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced them. And now here is another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run it again with Williams. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 24. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
At the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 8.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
2 yards. It's now 3rd down and 3.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A 36-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Now, Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And the Panther first down.
Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Partner, there's less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Found this target. It's Anderson. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And despite the cold, despite the snow, this one was fun to watch. And I want to thank you for bringing 2 things, the space heater and the hot chocolate. Those were a big help for us here in the booth.
Yeah, just so you know, in the future, get your own space heater. Okay, I'm an only child. I don't share very often. But this had to bring out like the 12-year-old in us, didn't it? I mean, to be able to watch this. And let's face it, when you were that age, you didn't come inside until mom screamed, "Get inside now, young man," because you wanted to be out there just having a good time, and actually you almost forgot just how cold it was. I'm sure these guys didn't, but they ended up playing just like those 12-year-olds and getting it done.
So for Green Bay, their battle to finish 500 gets a slight lift as they move to 6-8 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tennessee Titans come to town. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.